Good morning, everyone. Today I thought I would take you along and we would pull shipping together. I am downstairs in a spare bedroom. This closet is where I store a lot of my inventory. That is a photo that we have for sale that I've already packaged up. This is some of my spillover clothes, longer items, but a lot of my things are stored in this walk-in closet. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. So I was able to take advantage when our son moved out, and he and his wife stayed here for a while, but when our son moved out, we were able to convert this into my storage unit for a lot of my items. The other items that I'm going to pull today are upstairs in a separate bedroom, but I wanted to pull a few things. This gorgeous quilt sold. It's really heavy. That one is called like a crazy quilt. I got this at the Goodwill bins. Had a little damage to it, but it's gorgeous and heavy and beautifully made. So I was happy to see that one go. And then the other thing I sold is that was that was an eBay sale. I sold a few Poshmark items that I'm going to pull. I have this old laundry sorter that I was going to list for sale, but I ended up using it to store any sort of fabric. Mostly Vera Bradley handbags are tucked away in here. And over here, which I found a penny down here, and I decided that I was going to keep it as good luck. So I always keep putting that penny back. But I have some scarves in this bucket that I'm going to pull. All of my scarves are folded up in here, and this one was a Poshmark sale. I believe it's this one. This one's gorgeous. This one sold over the weekend, and that one's going out today. Everything back in place along with that penny. Next item is a handbag, a brown Unissa handbag. That might be, no, that's not it. Handbags, I could do better at organizing them. That one, it might be that one right there. But it's the best I can do. No, that one's not it either. It's a brown leather one. I'm going to take a peek. It might be over here. So it wasn't in this bin, wasn't in that bin. So I went down to the last one, and here it is. This one sold on eBay over the weekend, and I'm going to do a little cleanup of this area. I've been meaning to do it, and I think now is the time. I'm going to put like bags together, and I'm going to show you how I clean this up. Okay, so much better. I don't know, things get busy, but all the natural type handbags are there. The solid colored ones down below, the more clutch, unique ones there, and the bigger handbags over here. I should have done that a while ago. And then I threw a couple more of the colorful fabric ones here, moved the shoes underneath. The problem, or what started all this, is that I had this hanging rack, had handbags in the hanging rack in our storage room next door, but it just was taking up more space than it was worth. So make sure your inventory is organized. It just takes so much time when you're hunting for that one thing that you know you have and you can't find. So next item that's sold, this is all of my linens lined up here, and this cute vintage tree skirt sold over the weekend. Package that one up. This one, I knew that would sell. And how cute is that? You can't find that anywhere, which is why I like all of the vintage items. So this is what sold. This is what my room looks like down here. What sold from down here. Now we're going to go upstairs, and the room next to my office has some of the other items that sold. This is where this one usually lives, for sale on Facebook Marketplace, but I've not been having such good luck there. I sold one over COVID time for right away for like $100. This one's been up for quite a while. Bought this at a thrift store, giving away some of their, not giving away, selling some of their displays along with that. And I use that one all the time. But this one was just taking up more room than it was worth. And this one is for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And before I go up, I realized that every single one of these Santas on our downstairs mantle, every single one of these old world Santas came from either the the Goodwill outlet, the bins, or a church fill-a-bag sale. So I have a really hard time. I can't. I've probably over the last 2 years, but I have a really hard time paying retail anymore. Look at, aren't they awesome? So many of my things now are things that I discovered at the church rummage sales and thrifting, and it's just the way to go. You can't find this anymore, and I love it. I've just started decorating down here, so I'm going to add to those too. I also just put these out this morning, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 8 of them, 6 of them came as well thrifted, and I just started setting these out this morning as well. So 'tis the season. It's cold here in Minnesota, but it gets you in the mood to, this is what it looks like, gets you in the mood to start decorating. It's chilly here today, but it's starting to look like Christmas and winter. So this is where the rest of my items are stored. That's my office, and right next door to my office is what used to be, it's been many things. It's been an office, it's been a nursery, but now we've pulled the shelving that we had down in our basement, and now this is mostly, I do have another little area downstairs for hard goods, but mostly my hard goods. And that lives here. And then on this side, this is all anything to do with paper or books. And oh, this was the chair I used to rock my babies in. I couldn't get rid of it. Now I have a grandbaby to rock in there. This is where my bubble wrap lives. Oh, we're looking at maybe getting some new flooring. And then this last little tiny walk-in closet. Once I list something, I keep it in here. And then I take all of the items downstairs to that storage closet. So, and these bins were from my kids when they went to college, and all of what I call littles are stored in there. Obviously my steamer, but all of what I call littles. So any wallets, it's not much light in here. Any wallets, scarves, belts are in the closet next door. Little tiny handbags, anything that needs a home that's tiny, that gets put there. And then a little extra storage for shipping supplies. So I sold 3 items that are living in here. The first one is a little pocket organizer. Let me see if I can find that. I don't. Oh, okay. This little pocket organizer sold on eBay. And also this little plaque sold. I'll grab that. And then this cute, there it is, this cute little Gans cow shaped pitcher, coffee cup, and a little creamer. I'm going to put my camera down so I can get that out safely. Cute, right? This came from a fill-a-bag sale at a church, but this one I remember it was $1 fill-a-bag sale. So of all the items I got in there, this was probably all in 50 cents. Church rummage sale and church rummage sale as well. I bought some of these bins, underbed bins on Amazon, and I try and make our house, I mean, this room looks like I'm a reseller, but I try and keep our house so that it, it doesn't look, well, not this room, but inside of that bottom one is lingerie and bras. And then the middle one is items I'm selling for somebody. And the top one is just miscellaneous things that were in this room that I didn't quite know what to do with. But across the hall, and again, I am really lucky that I have all of this space, but across the hall, this is where under this bed, I keep, in these under box beds, I keep all of my bras. And on the other side of the bed, I keep all of my kids' small clothing items. And then, oh, that needs to be brought downstairs. That's a bow, a hunting bow that we just packaged up. I would highly recommend when you sell things big, like you saw that big frame photo downstairs and this big hunting bow, that you wrap it up ahead of time. You need to get the weight, you need to get the height, the length, the depth, and add the shipping options. And then when it sells, you are able to just, I usually do 2 or 3 day shipping on these just because they're going to more than likely go FedEx. And I don't go there as often as I go to the USPS, the post office. So in that way, it gives me an extra day, and all I have to do is bring it in the car. And then this isn't real good, but I have friends that drop off boxes for me. And again, just trying keeping with feeling like I don't live in a reseller's environment. I just keep them in here. Those are IKEA cubbies, and they were my mom's, and I took them after she passed. And so these are the brown boxes, and then the USPS ones that come already taken down. And this is my box closet. Not great, but then when you shut the door, nobody's using this room. So when you shut the door, then it goes back to looking more like an actual bedroom. So again, I'm lucky. I've got this room to work with, got that room to work with, and then this is my office. And I got interrupted, and I also had a couple other things that were downstairs that sold. This hat sold. It was kept in one of the bins in that closet, one of the laundry baskets. This anthropology shirt sold, and then this fur scarf. And all 3 of these items I purchased at the Goodwill outlet. And then this book is also going out. I made a mistake. I sent the wrong book to somebody. They were very nice. They mailed it back. I refunded them both ways. And then today I'm going to ship out the actual book that he wanted. So thanks for coming along. I'm going to start doing some shipping. Okay, getting ready to put these all in poly bags and mail them out. But I thought I would stop for a moment and show you better what has sold. And at this point, pretty much everything that I purchased to sell has come from either the Goodwill outlets, which is known as the bins, or a church rummage fill-a-bag sale. Those fill-a-bag sales are $5, sometimes 2. I've even gone to them where they're $1. So depending on how much money is, or how much inventory is in those bags, my cost of goods is a quarter, a dime, because I can really pack those bags. I do a good job of packing those bags full. So I just wanted to share with you what I am sending out again. This Longenberger basket, these items all sold on either Poshmark or eBay over the weekend. This Longenberger basket sold, and I wanted to just show you how I wrap them up. This was that plaque that I showed you. I did some tissue paper before I put it in these bread bags that I talk about. These are from Walmart. I use them every single time that I ship, and I buy them 10 of them and 100 in each box, 10 at a time. So I buy 1,000 a time. I use these bread bags each and every time I ship. So in this case, I did tissue paper on first and then put it in the poly bag. And then I also put a sticker from Amazon on each package. Talked a lot about that tissue paper. I know everyone doesn't have access to it like I do. My husband does stocking or unpacking for our friend's clothing store 1 or 2 mornings a week, and he brings me back garbage bags full of this. But right now at the holiday time, I know Costco has a really good deal on tissue paper. So I would stock up. It's a great padding before you do the bubble wrap. Bubble wrap comes in rolls. I buy 4 at a time from American Bubble Boy. I like this smaller wrap, and that to me is the best bargain for bubble wrap is American Bubble Boy. This Gander Mountain hat is going out. This Anthropology black top is going out. The scarf I showed you. This one I didn't find when I was down there the first time. I had been interrupted so many times today, so I went back and grabbed this scarf. this cute tree skirt, vintage tree skirt. And if I don't use a bread bag, I buy these larger size 12 by 18 on Amazon. And then this cute series of three cow udder, I think it says utterly something on the tag. Really cute. But I wanted to share with you that I package them up by putting that tissue paper inside of the top of each one of them, and I wrapped the handle with tissue paper, and in this case I wrapped his paws or feet and his udders with tissue paper before I put it in that bread bag to go out. And then this big crazy quilt that sold, I don't have these poly bags and mailers that are this large. So how I account for that is I buy clear garbage bags on Amazon, and I buy black garbage bags on Amazon. So I first put it in the clear bag and cut off the gray pull tie and put a sticker on it, and then I will wrap it then again in what is exactly the same as a poly bag. It's just a garbage bag, black, and if I need to, I'll put two on. And this more than likely will go FedEx. It's a much cheaper way to ship. If you're doing this on Amazon and creating your listing, I would put down USPS, the post office, UPS as an option, or FedEx as an option. And you want to get it as small as you possibly can, but you want to put in the length, the width, the height, the depth. That's four. Depth, length, height, width. Put in those three measurements in your listing and give buyers an option to choose one of those three. We're lucky. Very near us is a UPS drop-off in the parking lot where my husband, also the store that he works at, and right across the street in a Walgreens is a FedEx drop. So we're very lucky. Post office is within walking distance. So that's where I'm headed. As soon as I'm done here in a few minutes, I'm heading out to the post office. So hope you all had a great Thanksgiving.